my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. How y'all doing? Taurus, this is going to be your weekend update. We're going to roll Friday through Tuesday, which is tomorrow, the 28th, 29th. First is on Sunday, second is on Monday, and the third is on Tuesday. So we're rolling the 28th through the 3rd. Monday through Friday. Friday through Tuesday, thank you very much. So let me just tell you what's going on, because I've been sitting here shuffling for a few minutes. The 5 of coin, star card, heart chakra, 2 of cups. This is shit that I saw. Intuition popped up. Ooh, partnerships and alliances didn't. But for many of you, not all of you, but for many of you, you are walking literally out of one situation into another. And particularly where love and finances are concerned. You got some of this going on. This is the 3rd time I've seen this card with the upside down, a light card. So it's really about you walking away from situations that aren't allowing you to shine, even though the people you're involved with, whether it's romantic or professional, may be trying to blow shit up your ass and tell you, oh yeah, you're a star. You really know you aren't shining. You know you're doing some other shit. So a lot of you are walking out of situations that are repressive and just they just aren't thriving situations. You're just surviving. You're just doing this just to hang on. And however that's resonating for you with money, with romance, however, and whichever way it's working for you or it's resonating with you, that's what's going on right now. So I know a lot of you are feeling like that and trying to figure out what you're walking into, because many of you are not able to see just yet how what you're walking into is going to play out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, suffering in silence popped up. Monday, universe popped up as well. Conflict and defeat. Oh, hold your horses, Taurus. Just calm down. It ain't what you think it is. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses. Because a lot of what you're looking at is the end of something. Quite simply because we're starting with transformation. So, and you got the fertility card in your top spot for your overall energy. So, when I see that, I'm looking at card placement, because that matters too. People don't talk about it, but it does matter where your cards are placed and how you're laying them down, the order that you're laying them down, because that transformation popped up first, which is tomorrow. Everything that's going on around you is about doors closing, you walking away from certain things, certain people, certain situationships, if you will. So don't get your panties all up in the uproar, because it's not what you think it is. I know the tendency is to see the conflict and defeat and the suffering in silence and go, what the fuck? Are you kidding? But we're talking about things that you're walking away from. Just be mindful of that. If I can get these old, I need some new cards, y'all. You know, this is just pitiful. I done played and read the writing off these bad boys. All kind of stuff. I need some new cards. I need to get some new cards. All right, so let's see what we got with the little deck. So currently on the board, we have your overall with the fertility and the throat chakra, or the I speak. For tomorrow, we have transformation. For Saturday, material harvest. For Sunday, suffering in silence. For Monday, the universe. And for Tuesday, conflict and defeat. So from the bottom of this deck with your overall energy, fertility is pulling the Knight of Coin. And the throat chakra is pulling the King of Swords. Oh, sucky now. Reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. Transformation, pulling up the Lovers. Harvest, it's pulling up Temperance. But y'all think this is a damn joke. Those are 2 major cards. I'm just saying. There go card number 3, major, Judgment. Suffering in silence, Judgment. Universe. Oh boy. The High Priestesses. And conflict and defeat. Y'all thought I was playing. I ain't playing. It is just what the hell I said. When you see old boy, it usually means all kinds of shit. But when you see him, it is usually about you looking at the landscape and trying to figure out which way the wind's blowing and which way you gonna go. I'm just saying, walking away from conflict and defeat. Pow. I'm just saying. Overall energy. With the Knight of Coins here, really, y'all are taking inventory. If I want to put this in its proper frame, you're taking inventory. You're looking at all the shit you got. Horse, how many trees you got on your property. You're looking at all the shit that you have and how it is lending to whatever you're trying to create. Some of you may be throwing shit out. Others of you may got that tax refund and you are on your way to do some retail therapy. However, you're not just shopping without a purpose. You're not just throwing shit out without a purpose. You're doing things. You're trying to clear things up. So this is a lot of you, this overall energy. You may not physically be cleaning out the closets and doing the spring cleaning thing, but mentally you may be. You may be trying to get your finances in order so you can see. Some of y'all may be trying to take a trip somewhere this year. But this is your overall energy. You're just kind of reviewing the landscape, looking at your assets, as it were, see what you got, and how that's going to lend into you doing anything creative, whether that's a vacation, taking a class, doing something with the kids, doing something with the boo, however it's resonating with you. The back end of your overall energy, the part of it, your overall energy is really holding you down. The I speak, the throat chakra, and just a word up. Some of you may be getting a sore throat. I'm just saying the energy is there. I got to put it out there. Some of y'all may not be feeling too tough. At any rate, this is about how you're speaking and manifesting things and putting your words in order and your thoughts in order. Come on, work with me. And a lot of y'all are thinking about this. You're in a new situation. Maybe this is your 22nd time around the block. And so now you're not just jumping in willy-nilly. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about the order of things and how things happen and things that you're talking about and thinking about and putting some order into it. What you're speaking, because what you're thinking and what you're speaking is what you manifest. Come right on back here full circle. One more time. What you're thinking and what you're speaking is what you're manifesting. That air energy and that throat energy for your chakra. Just put it out there. So if you're not doing this, this is a big kick in the behind from the universe telling you this is what you should be doing. Putting some order to it. So what you're manifesting is just not some old willy-nilly shit falling all over the place. Put that there. And so what are we talking about? Transformation. And now we're not just talking about the sacrifice, but we're talking about the fucking grassroots commitment. And is this the time for the commitment? Some of the struggle and shit with it. New relationship, you might live on one corner of the earth, the other person might live on the other corner of the earth, and y'all like each other. How the hell do you bridge that gap? That's this energy transformation, pulling you out of what you're used to and putting you in different situations and different circumstances so you can manifest this. That's what the hell, did we just say that? That's what you're trying to do tomorrow. There'll be an emphasis on it. And probably just fuck, it's on the board. So probably just throughout the weekend, many of you, and as I say, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but many of you in newer relationships, you're going to start getting to them little stumps in the forest, them bits and pieces of the tree. It's way over yonder before you even get close to the tree. Those little stumps and knots in the relationship. All relationships have something, not necessarily wrong, but something less than perfect. And so this is about overcoming whatever that is so you can continue on with your transformation. When we get to Saturday's energy, if I see the Temperance card one more time, Jesus. About that balance though. You want that material harvest. Those of you that are getting refund checks, big fatty, 4,000, 10,000, 30,000, whatever you're getting back. 400. What the hell? Make sure you're in balance before you carry your behind to Walmart, Wally World, whatever you call it, Target, Target, whatever. Make sure you're in balance. Make sure you're splitting up that material harvest, the way it needs to be split up. It's supposed to be going in 4 directions. Don't shortcut and come up with 3. Do all 4. Make sure you're spending, that's the loud and clear message on this, is in balance. Make sure you're in balance so you ain't just throwing all your goodies out the window. Save some, spend some, give some to the kids. However that's resonating with you. We get to Sunday's energy and really the challenge here of not doing this anymore. I know y'all like, I ain't gonna suffer inside. No. I told y'all. And it's about making a judgment. All this major energy on the board. It's about making a decision, a judgment to walk away from this. And if you're looking at it the way I'm looking at it, right there. Making a judgment so you don't have to do this anymore. Put it on the other side, however you want to look at it. Making a judgment, turning your back to it so you don't have to do this anymore. And that's what this weekend is about. It's house cleaning, and that includes people cleaning too. You got folks in your existence and your experience, and they talking that dumb shit all the time, and every time you come up with a positive word, they got 52 negatives to counter your one. Bye. Miss me with that. Deuces, I'm out. And I can't express that any clearer than that. You really just, and this is major energy, so just know that what you're doing is clearing your own path so you can be successful and not feel like you got to be doing this bullshit all the time. People that make you feel like this, walk away. I'm just telling you, time to walk away. And that's a 9, damn it. And for many of you, this is going to be a natural conclusion to things, just finishing up again, schlepping around all that shit from 2019, putting the finishing, closing touches, getting all of whatever you need to get out of your system, making those decisions that are going to put you on a different path. And again, I saw this last night when I did the Taurus and Scorpio. There's a tinge of having to forgive, and then on top of that, being humble, showing some humility. You may have to walk away from some folks. Forgive them and move the fuck on. That's simple as that. So you are not stuck right here in this energy of always feeling like you got to suffer in silence. And those of you that this is resonating with, you'll know instantly when you get into those situations, you know what, you're always making me feel like I got to be carrying, doing something extra. Making a decision. For some of you, you're not even thinking about it now, but at some point, even to stretch it out as far as next week, you'll be like, you know what, miss me, I'm good. Coming to Monday's energy with the universe and the high priestess, I don't, in this deck, she's just crazy to me. But here, what's coming off of this is you manifesting, but not to the extent of every detail. So she's clearly got her face in this little crystal ball hoo-ha thingy. But the energy that's coming back is that you are really looking at the thing, but you're not really looking at the detail. And you're kind of following your intuition on this and going, is this good for me? Is this not good for me? And it feels like maybe I can make one more step forward. It's about the opening and closing of doors, ladies and gentlemen. It's the universe card. So it's looking at all those things and following your intuition, closing doors, kind of knowing and feeling your way through to the next door. So this is, I almost want to say this is some kind of portal energy with all these damn major cards. So whoever's this is resonating with, again, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but whoever this is resonating with, you are literally putting your feet on a new path so you can get where you need, whatever your soul's purpose is, whatever your goal is, whatever you're trying to do. You are in that time frame to get it done. And the universe is giving you a big aha, big spoonful of help you out right here. At the end of all of it, it's just what I said, walking away from the conflict and defeat and choosing all these major cards on all of this stuff down here. I'm just saying, choosing and setting out on that path, not just choosing it and looking at it and going, oh, I'm going to go walk down that path and still talking about it 2 weeks later. This is going to have you choosing and walking. Done. Period. Mic drop. Boom. Just like that. And for many of you, it may catch you by surprise. Those of you that are in the review and reassess and looking at your inventory, what you got, your assets and all of that, you may not be as surprised because you're kind of in this mode anyway, but others of you that are just kind of piddling around with that and just, you know, not really thinking too much about it. You know you need to do something because some of y'all are in that energy. You feel like you need to be creating something, but you just really ain't in the mood for doing all of this. That's the rest of you. This will probably catch you by surprise. You will probably get to this and be like, ooh, I don't like being here. Many of you are still encountering exes. Mercury retrograde is by no means over. You got to the 9th or the 10th or something of March. So you may be encountering exes and just all this major energy on the board. You know, determining which stumps you feel like dealing with it, which stumps you don't. Some relationships, you know, you want to, others you don't. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Choosing your path, making decisions about the people, places, and things you want to encounter on your path, and manifesting that damn energy. Come on. It's time, Taurus. If you've been digging around for the past 10 years like I have, you know, just kind of coasting through and not really jumping in and making any kind of life-changing decisions, it's here. Now you got to. Now you got to. Again, those of you with feel like you're coming down with the sniffles, get some rest and just chill if you can as much this weekend so you don't deplete your energy stores. Coming out of this Mercury retrograde is going to be like coming out of a 5,000 foot tall roller coaster. It's going to send you on a Lulu. So get as much rest as you can. Keep your energy up, even those of you that are well, so you can roll through this. Call on your angels. And instant feedback. We'll put that right there. Exercise your vibes. One more. Claim your boundaries. Call on your angels. Put it right back where it was. Looking for them stumps in that relationship. You know, that shit that's not perfect. Shit that's down here on the ground. You know, that can trip you up with your basket, your picnic basket. Call on your angels. Do not be afraid, Taurus, to ask for spiritual help. That's that part right there. Instant feedback. Paying attention to people that are making you feel this way. Paying attention to that instant feedback that's going to help you. Because some of you right now are just clueless. You're like, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't have a decision to make. Yeah, okay. Hang around for another day or two. It's coming. Follow that instant feedback. That's also called intuition. So if running into X's and all of a sudden now you got nausea, cramping, and diarrhea, probably time to say, this enough with this. I'm good. No, thank you. Exercise your vibes. Let the universe help you with that because you're opening and closing doors, and the universe is all about that. Let the universe help you manifest in that. Once again, talking about trust your intuition, instant feedback. When we get down here with this, walking away from all that just conflict and chaos and setting off on a new course, new direction, claim your boundaries. Know what's yours and know what's not yours. Don't be taking on nobody else's shit, especially moving forward. A lot of times we're vulnerable when we get to doing stuff like this, and you know, folks slide back in and with the apologies, oh, I'm so sorry to me too, that bullshit. Keep it moving, Taurus. Keep it moving and claim your boundaries. And don't let that same old raggedy ass crew think they're gonna slide their ass back in there after you've told them no. Don't do it. through it. Let's see what the granny cards got. Ooh. Are they ghosting you? You probably can't even see it because I wrote it in yellow, but that's exactly what it says. Those of you that need to hear that, are they ghosting you? Somebody may be trying to dip and hip and slide. Talk it out. Those of you that are reviewing joint assets and trying to figure out shit to do, talk it out. Talk it out. Talk it out. Stay in your lane. Claiming your boundaries. Stay in your lane. And don't take on nobody else's bullshit. Quite simply. Stay in your lane. Are they ghosting you? Let me find out what that's about. That seems like it's an interesting little nugget. I'm going to pull one of these just to explain that one. Let's see. What the hell? Universe, who's ghosting who, baby? Who is ghosting who? I'm nosy. I want to know. Who's getting ghosted? That came up with don't go overboard. So, I'm going to say this. Probably a good way to avoid getting ghosted is by not going overboard and maintaining some emotional distance. Particularly first dates, 10th dates, 4th, 5th dates, that early shit, don't go overboard. Don't go overboard. One more deck. Oh. The RebelDeck. The RebelDeck. This is for Taurus universe. This is your weekend update. What do you have? What words, messages do you have for Taurus for the weekend update? You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up, control freaks. Don't get laid. You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up, control freaks. Don't get laid. I got it. Okay. So you can't control everything, Taurus. You know that. You want to be a tight ass. And this is kind of getting into one of them areas dealing with house cleaning out shit. You're gonna have to loosen up a little bit. You can't control all of it. There's a lot of shit going on that you have absolutely no control over. So don't lose your cookies on no dumb shit. Loosen up. Be as light and airy as you can be. Add a little humor to something. You ain't got to be a total ass. You are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. You are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. That. You're loved. Okay, moving along. Shit, don't fuck it up. Oh, man. Have you eaten? You are acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. This is going back to some of y'all seems like are just being real rigid. And that's some of this energy right here. Like you just large and in charge and big boss. But you may be just the energy that's kind of coming out now with the rest of the cards on the table. You may be doing too much, Taurus, and it's making you appear like you wound up too tight. I'm just saying, stay in your lane. I know that came out. Stay in your lane. And this is not just about, don't talk about somebody, don't do this, but really about keeping your shit within your four corners and not letting everybody else's shit infringe on your shit. And sometimes when we veer out of our lane and into somebody else's lane, it's just like if you veer and driving a car and you veer into somebody else's lane, if you hit them or tap their car, the paint of their shit gets on your shit. But if you stay in your lane, you ain't got to worry about carrying nobody else's shit or their paint getting on your shit. I'm just saying, Work with me here. Stay in your lane. It's not just about the malicious way we say it. You need to stay in your lane. Not that. But quit picking up everybody else's wands and swords and shit. Fuck it. Stay in your lane. Do the earthy thing. Do what you can do. Do you. Can't do nobody else but you. Taurus, I love my babies. I hope y'all have a good weekend. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.